All right. How's it going, everyone? Ist here. Hope you all been enjoying the Coin Classic so far. It's a pleasure to finally have a chance to participate once again this year. And we doing a couple games for tonight. I am going to be playing here Tiger Heli from 1985. This is the very first shmup or shmup that was developed by Total Plan. And if you're a shmup fan, that's a name you're probably very familiar with because they were incredibly prolific with the shmup genre. They basically did like a full decade of just trying to innovate the genre. They set the stage for a lot of other companies that came after. In fact, a lot of people that worked on these games went to companies like later on, like Rising and Cave, which you're probably also familiar with. So this port I'm playing here, this is the PS4 version. Developed by M2 as part of their Shot Trigger series. They've done quite a few of these by now. The first thing you're probably going to notice is all these different readouts to either side of the game window. These gadgets are sort of a trademark of the Shot Trigger series. And most of them sort of roll in sort of demystifying a lot of the underlying game mechanics that are a little more obtuse. Probably the biggest thing as far as this game goes is we have the minimap on the right-hand side. That helps to point out certain encounters of interest and also hidden bonuses. More on that shortly. And of course, all the other gadgets on the little left there. The most important one you're probably going to see is the shot counter on the lower left-hand side. And I'll point out in a moment why that is rather significant. So, let's roll. And we get a little Total Plan ditty here to start. So in Tiger Heli, you are indeed a heli, a big heli. And this first stage here is pretty simple. Most of a warm up for the rest of the game here. But if you notice on the lower left there, my shot counter goes up once with every shot. And it'll actually count all the way up to 16. So you notice every shot goes over to 0. Now keep an eye on the train tracks here. And there we go. So at certain points of the game, there are hidden bonuses with those cars here. And speaking of bonuses, we're just gonna mash this tank or whatever sitting on top of this roof here. And if you enough times, you get 10,000 bonus points. That's the one and only bonus like that in this game. But back to the cars there. So if you are at crossover certain points of the game and your shot counter is on multiplier 16, it will spawn that bonus car there. Showing the bonus car will give you an extra 10,000 points. And believe me, having the shot counter trigger for that, or gadget rather, is a godsend in this game, because otherwise you would have to basically mentally count all your shots during a playthrough. So we're gonna coast around these tanks here, coming from behind. So one big thing about this game that can throw off players, especially if you're used to newer shmups, this game lacks what we call bullet ceiling. So normally in a lot of newer shmups, when you're close enough to a normal enemy, it will not fire on you so as to prevent a cheap death. This game lacks all that. Like, enemies will fire you at point blank range with impunity. So you do need to be very mindful of your distance. And now we picked up our first little heli. There's two versions of these little helis that you can get from power-up points. These white helis, which will shoot forward. There's also a red version, which will shoot horizontally away from your ship, from your big heli, based on what side it's attached to. You can have up to two little helis at one time. And speaking of bonus cards, we got another one coming up here. We'll see if we can get our shot count up to just the right amount. Okay, so that did not quite go according to plan. I got that a little too late there. And I'm going to try to keep these little helis alive as long as I can. Because the little heli, it will absorb a shot, but if it does get shot, it will be destroyed. So they do double as shields in times of need. Alright, we're coming up on the end of the stage here. And I'm gonna leave that last tank alive. I'm not gonna take any chances there. Alright. There we go, that's stage 1. At the end of each stage, you get 5,000 bonus points for every bomb you have left. You can carry up to 2 bombs at one time, and for each little heli. So we got the max bonus of 20,000 there. So stage 2 here, we actually start over the water. We're gonna go over this cruiser here. There's going to be a fleet of smaller ships that come from the lower right there, so I do need to be mindful of those. And we're just going to try to kite their shots around here until we can get enough distance to come in behind them. Ooh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so unfortunately sacrifice a little helis there, but we'll get more. There's plenty more to come. Alright, so there's another bonus car up here. This one's pretty easy to get. Alright, it's gonna spawn just below these train tracks. There we go. And we'll get another little heli here. And we're actually gonna come up on sort of the mid-bosses of this game. There's these armored carriers that will spawn at certain points. So this one we're gonna try to start mashing here. Get some hits in there. There you go. Those carriers, they do shoot spread shots, so if you let them go, they can be a little bit tricky, but if you know where they're going to spawn from and you get yourself in the firing position, especially if you have like 1 or 2 little helis on hand, you can usually make short work of them. Alright, let's get this little heli back here. Alright, so there's a couple turrets here, and then there's going to be ships that come down the middle. So I'm going to try to snipe those before they come on screen. And there's going to be some small ships that are parked here. Just kind of be mindful of the turrets. Okay, and we go back to the left here, because we're going to have 2 tanks that spawn over there. So we'll come back over to this side. And I'm going to go up here. There's going to be another tank that tries to spawn from the left. Okay, take that out. And coming up here near the end of the stage, there's going to be a lot of tanks that converge at one time. So if this is your first time playing, this can be a nasty trap point. Okay, I was out of position there, so I had to use a bomb. Just gonna take our time around here. No need to rush. Oh shoot! Let that bomb go a little too late there. Bombs do not detonate instantly, so you do have to give yourself a little bit of leeway if you're going to try and use them to protect yourself from enemy fire. But we're right near the end of the stage though, so it's not too terrible a death to recover from. There's a couple other ships coming down the left side here. Alright, so we have 2 bomb and 1 little heli that time. Alright, so I should be coming up here. Actually, I'm going to be coming up on Bubble Point Extend, and then there's also these little diamond items that you might have seen on the ground shooting. For every 10 of those you shoot, you also get an extra life. And I only need 1 more coming up here. Okay, let's get our second little heli back up here. Alright, so we're gonna go through some farmland here next. And I gotta be very mindful, because this area likes to spawn tanks on the sides. And enemies, as you may have noticed, have a big habit of shooting the moment they come on screen. Like so. Okay, and I got the bonus item extend right there. Alright, so we get a bonus bomb here. So might as well go ahead and detonate that, because you can only carry 2 bombs at each time. You do get 3,000 bonus points if you pick up a bomb when you're already carrying 2 of them. So if you're playing for score, you want to try to not use bombs and just get as many bomb pickups as you can. This area here, I'm going to let these tanks come down here. I'm going to swoop down here, drop a bomb. That'll take out most of them. And we'll clean this up. Alright, now we got more of those armored carriers coming up. This time we gotta fight 2 of them at once. Alright, that was a little off position there. Oh, let's give that a go once more. Oh, bomb, save my bacon. Okay, there's one down. Just a couple more shots. There we go. Okay, let's get this bonus car here. There we go. So another thing too about your bombs in this game, they're actually attached to the sides of your chopper. So if a bullet collides with a bomb that's attached to your chopper, instead of destroying your chopper, it will actually detonate that bomb. So your bombs do have sort of a passive defensive mechanic. If you have a hail of bullets coming at you, it can be a little unreliable depending on the bullet density, but once in a while it can definitely save your hide. Alright, take out this cluster of tanks here. Okay, we're back on the tool heli now. Okay, get that bonus car, nice. Oh, I forgot about that tank there. Okay, it's like I know we're bombs, but at least I'm still alive for the moment. Alright, so I'm going to take out this line of tanks on the left, and I'll come over to the right, take care of those. Alright, and that is stage 3 there. So we have no bomb, and 1 little heli that time. And with that, we'll actually go into the last stage here. There's only 4 stages in this game, so each loop is pretty short. Alright, so I'm going to try to concentrate here because this being the last stage, they definitely ramp things up. Alright, and what I want to do here after I take out these tanks is there's going to be a tank that spawns 2 on the left, 2 on the right here. What I usually do is I take out the 2 on the right here first of all. And I'm going to let this one come up here, swoop down, come at them from behind. I was hoping to get up there to avoid that bullet. Okay, so let's be a little more mindful here. Okay, so we have 1 more tank down here. I want to take that one out. Okay, now we can start to work our way back up. And this is probably the nastiest portion of the game as far as just the sheer amount of enemies the game throws at you. Like going through this sort of an airfield here. I was thinking for some reason I had a bomb there. Alright, gotta take down these two. Ooh. Oh, hi, bonus car. How's it hanging? Okay, 4 tanks are going to spawn from the left here. Then we can come back up. And we also got to deal with another pair of these armored carriers. Oh boy, okay. So a little dicier than I was anticipating. Okay, well, you know what? We made that work. We made that work for now, at least. Okay, so I gotta watch for the sides here. Like so. Alright, and we gotta deal with 2 more of these carriers up here. Ooh, poink! And of course I get the poinks in right there, but you know what? You win some, you lose some. Oh, sweet mercy. Okay, we'll let him live for today. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting first loop to be that close, but made it through. Made it through first loop here at least. So there's loop 1 down, and now the real battle begins. So actually for loop 2 and every subsequent loop, it will actually start you on stage 2, which is another 10 to 12 plan would copy over to some of their later games as well. So same as before here, we're gonna repeat the same strat, except now everything's firing a lot more efficiently. Alright, so we got a bonus card coming up here once again. Alright, so I'm gonna take out this carrier first before I go after the power-up. Alright, so I'm one bonus item away from extend if I can make it that far. try to survive here. I was hoping to kind of hold on to that red little heli there, get some side coverage, but we at least still have the white one. There's one more there. There we go. Okay, well, I got it and then I lost it, but you know, we're still alive. That's what counts. I'd like to go for the bonus car here, but I'm not going to risk it. Okay, wait for these to converge here. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, so we're just about to end this stage at least. I'm not gonna get a whole lot of bonus points here because I only have one bomb left. But the important thing is, we made it through here at least. Yeah, one bomb and no little heli. How sad. Alright, so stage 3 here. So we're coming up on another score extent here, so we just need to be mindful what's up ahead. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Oh dear. Woohoo! Okay. Alright, so this section up here, same thing as before. Take all these turrets to the top, and I'm gonna wait for these tanks to try to group up in this center region. Yeah, I was hoping to make a window through there, but alas. Yeah, that's probably like one of the rougher points of stage 3 in general, especially on loop 2. Alright, so a little bit disappointed not getting the 2-all there, but I did at least clear the first loop. That, you know, I'm so proud to accomplish that much at least. So anyways, let's just go ahead and plop this in here. And yeah, there we go, Clown Classic. And yeah, if you want to see someone who definitely knows a lot of the ins and outs of this game a lot more, CPS STG knows this. He's they're at least one of the few people that have so far done a counter stop on this version of the game, and that's like an 8-hour run. So kudos to that. That is definitely takes some patience and concentration there. But I think otherwise with that, that would do it for me right now. I will be back on tomorrow with a few more games. I think next up we have is The Opponent. It's going to be coming up here with Twinkle Star Sprites, and I believe that is a hardest difficulty run as well on level 8. And The Opponent is an absolute star of that game. He definitely knows his tech with that. That's going to be really awesome to see. But I believe with that, I'll go ahead and toss it back to the hosts here. And I'll see you all in chat, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have fun, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.